The webAI intelligence network is going to be built with Web3 technologies. So we're talking about blockchain and all the components of blockchain. This intelligence network that we're building is kind of a global marketplace that focuses on compute and data. Nowadays, let's say you're a student, right? You just graduated and you want to run your business. $1 million idea, you want to build this app, right? This app where user uploads data on our network, on the app, right? And it could be images or data set, and you get to run AI and return results to the user. What this inexperienced student has to do is write the business logic. He needs to learn something called Azure, right? App service, blobs. He needs to figure out how to connect all of them together. If he's lucky enough and he gets his request for, let's say, GPU approved, if he needs something that's heavy, he starts running his business. With the IIN that we build, well, you just come to the network and say to it, hey, I have my business logic right here. I don't want to care about anything else. Find what I need, right? Because you're a network, right? You know everything. And so the network will tell you, okay, give me some more information. How much storage do you need? How much power do you need? Do you need any GPUs? Do you have any cost in mind? I know you want to reduce your cost. I'm a student, right? I don't want to pay anything. Find me free services. Our network will find providers who will come and will tell you, okay, we are running your node here on this guy's in Europe right now. And you're putting your data over here. And this guy is just based in the Middle East, for example. All of them are talking to each other. You get to run your business without any of these setups that are very overwhelming, actually, when you get started. Yeah, Amazon will work, technically, but they never give you a guarantee that things will work. So if it fails, which it has a lot of time, you're on your own. So we give you exactly the same thing as what AWS and Azure give you, with two improvements. The first thing is that you get this verifiable proof. It cannot be forged. You cannot lie about it. So you will get what you asked for. And second thing, you're not stuck to any provider. So if you're not happy with this provider, right, go to your setting, click on swap, whatever you want. You have someone else who's now hosting your stuff, right? Our network, the intelligence network, we have this enhanced definition of trust. We talk, for example, about reputation, about contracts between parties, warrants between parties, and cryptographic proofs, which I mentioned earlier. These proofs cannot be forged. These proofs can be traced and regenerated exactly. This means that as a user, you will be able to guarantee that your data is being stored properly. It's not being tampered with. No one is looking at it. There's no interference with another user's data. You actually visibly get these guarantees. A provider cannot act in the wrong way. The nice thing about blockchain is that you get to work with people that you don't know and trust them, which is pretty cool. When you go fetch this data, because your heavy compute needs it, it's not only accessible to you, but you can also trace back its source, which is something that no one gives you. And this is extremely important, especially nowadays with the generative AI. You go on ChatGPT, you don't know where the data is coming from. I'm telling you, hey, this traces back to Wikipedia. You get to choose if you want to trust this or not. If you put these together, right, which is this storage marketplace and this distributed compute marketplace, put them together and you get shareable, trusted knowledge, which is different than data. So the webAI intelligence network, it solves a lot of issues that are out there just by targeting the storage problem, the compute problem, by providing general trust, and by increasing data quality on the network. You won't have to worry about who you're working with, where your data is stored, who's running your code, because the malicious actors are not able to operate the way they want to. So right now, our main product is a desktop app. And on this webAI, you have access to this marketplace that I've been talking about. You get to see all the elements that have been released, elements being just a single component that gets to run standalone if you want to. What webAI facilitates to the user is that you don't really need to be an actual engineer to be able to do what you want. You just need to find whatever components you want on our platform. So people are saying that you cannot keep your property rights and there's always a compromise somewhere. I would argue that I would actually guarantee that this is wrong. You do not need to compromise your privacy or data or anything that you have. You're the sole owner of this data. You get to choose what you want. And well, actually that's the biggest comfort I can get, knowing that, hey, no one's looking at my stuff, right?